رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي. So what I'm going to show you right now are some words from the Quran. I want to help you appreciate the beauty and the depth of those words in the Quran. So what I'm going to show you right now is chapter number 4, Surah An-Nisa, verse number 3, which talks about the permissibility of marrying up to 4 women at a time. Now, this verse, I'm going to read the translation for you right now. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. وإن خفتم ألا تقسطوا في اليتامى فانكحوا ما طاب لكم من النساء. The words are in Arabic. I'll read the translation. If you fear that you might not treat the orphans justly, then marry the women that seem good to you, 2, 3, or 4. If you fear that you will not be able to treat them justly, then marry only one. And the verse continues. But where I want you to focus right now, the beauty that I'm about to show you, is from this first sentence you see here. If you fear that you might not treat the orphans justly, then marry the women that seem good to you, 2, 3, or 4. Now what I want you to appreciate is that these same words, of course the words will remain the same, they will not change, but the same words can serve to support 4 different interpretations that I'm going to put in front of you right now, inshallah. So this is from the Tafhim al-Qur'an. You can read it even by clicking on this number, or if you have the book, Tafhim al-Quran, you can read the 4 explanations, but I'm not going to open the explanation in front of you. I want these words to be on your screen, and then I'll show you how I'll apply all the 4 explanations to these exact same words. Subhanallah. So let me put all those 4 explanations for this sentence in front of you. The first one, Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anha, she says that in the time of ignorance, people used to, when they used to have those orphan girls and they used to take care of them, they used to marry them, but the people, because they used to marry them because of their beauty or their wealth, and they knew that there was nobody to support them, so they used to be unjust towards them by marrying them. So here the Quran says, if you fear that you might not treat those orphan girls justly by marrying them, then there are other women in the world, then marry the women that seem good to you, 2, 3, 4. Marry other women other than these orphan girls. Subhanallah. This explanation is supported by these words. The second explanation that is given by Ibn Abbas, he says that in the times of ignorance, there was no limit as to how many wives a man could take, right? So they used to take so many wives, and then they didn't have these resources to support them. So what they used to do was that they used to unjustly take the wealth of their orphan nephews or nieces, right, to support their own families. So here the Quran is saying, if you fear that you might not be able to treat the orphans that are in your family justly, then don't marry unlimitedly. Like, marry only women that seem good to you, 2, 3, or 4. The Quran is limiting that unlimited marriage. Marry women 2, 3, or 4, maximum 4, and even within that 4, marry only that much, which will not make you be unjust towards the orphans in your family. That's the second explanation, which also is supported by these words. Third explanation given by Sa'id bin Jubair, where he says that in the times of ignorance, people used to think of it as a very bad thing, to be bad towards the orphans. It was considered a very bad thing to be unjust towards the orphans in the times of ignorance. However, the same attitude was not there towards women. People did not think it to be very unjust to treat women badly by marrying unlimited women, right? In the time of ignorance, the Quran is telling them, if you fear that you might not treat the orphans justly, if you think that treating orphans unjustly is a bad thing, then think the same about the women and the women you marry. Then marry the women that seem good to you, 2, 3, or 4. Do not marry more than 4. First of all, do not marry more than 4, because if you're going to treat them unjustly, and then even within 4, marry only that much which you can be just towards. Subhanallah. And finally, the fourth explanation, which is also supported by these words, is that if you fear that you're gonna simply take care of orphans without their parents, just simply take care or nurture or take care of orphans without their parents, simply the orphans, and you fear that you might not be just towards them, then don't just take the orphans. What should you do? Take their mothers. Marry their mothers, the mothers of those children. If you fear that you might not treat the orphans justly, then marry the women, the mothers of the children as well, that seem good to you, 2, 3, 4. Subhanallah. So all 4 explanations, because if you marry the mother, you would not then be unjust towards the children, because their mother is your wife now, right? So all 4 explanations are supported by the exact same word, and it might be that all 4 explanations are what the Quran meaning to say by these words. Subhanallah, it's so beautiful. The words are the same, but so many explanations are supported by these exact same words. Subhanallah. So this is the beauty of the Quran, isn't it? The words, these are the exact same words, but explanations, 4 different explanations that I've shared with you. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us appreciate the beauty of the words of the Quran. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.